Hey everybody, it's Stacy. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are filming for the week of January 13th to the 19th in my Harriet Wright A5 wide coiled planner. This week we are using the kit called Toasty Chalet. This was the last winter kit that I came out with that I honestly just love. I'm obsessed with this green. I think the colors are just so nice, and I really liked them. I was actually nervous to do this kit because originally I was like, I don't know if it's gonna be like enough elements and enough things, but honestly I was blown away when I actually got the art set because it was just fantastic, and I love the way that it turned out. I love that I put the full box in the middle of the spread, although you'll see I make a big mistake, and I've done this before. I can't remember if you've seen that video or not yet, where I have messed up. But if I put my full boxes on Wednesday and Thursday, then I seem to always want to put a full box at the top of Wednesday again. And I think it's because that's where I always have put them, because you usually put your full boxes on like on like the double box scene, like on the weekend. And so I think I've just always done it mostly that way. And so because I've been trying to change where the location is of the double boxes, I have just been getting messed up a lot. So I will change it, but it's currently sitting at the top of Wednesday, and I will fix it very soon. So this week is just a very normal week. I did do a lot on the weekend, so I ended up using an extender box on Saturday because I did get a ton of things done, which is just like feels so good. So most of my week is pretty normal, and then my weekend really picks up. We have a lot of things going on the weekend. I decided to do something a little different for where I put the month above the tall box there. Usually I use the layering deco shapes that come in the kit itself, but this time I decided to use the flags that come in the journaling kit in our newer style, and I just layered that with the month script, and I really like how that turned out. I definitely still like my old way of doing it too, so I'll kind of try and like mix and match and kind of see how I'm feeling that day, but I really liked how that turned out. I think I use the same format for the next week as well, but I did go back the week after to the shapes. So yeah, you'll just kind of see a mixture. I think it's really fun and different. Yeah, so I really like that. All right, so I'm just doing my washi banner now. I think my washi banner turned out really cute this week. I had a lot of colors to kind of go with the green tones and the brown tones. I had a harder time matching the brown itself, but the copper foiled washi tape was actually like really good mix. So I really like how that turned out. All right, so let's jump into the day-to-day plans. So starting on Monday, I did work all day at at home. So I'm going to be using a plannerbomb.com sticker. She's got this really awesome like shop owner sheet that she has sent me before, and it's got this really cute print sticker on there, so I paired that with a work script sticker. And then in the evening we did a bunch of errands. We went right after school. My son wanted to get some sunglasses. We have a trip coming up, and because he now has glasses, he got them last year, we were able to get him through the Eye Doctor's Kids program. We got him a free pair of glasses, so he gets 2 pairs in the year. And then we just usually pay for the tinting for sunglasses. So instead of getting 2 pairs of regular glasses, we usually just pay the tinting done to get sunglasses. And it's just a great way to have sunglasses for prescriptions, because man, that is expensive. And then they don't have to worry about them not seeing in the summer or trying to fit glasses over top of glasses or all those things. So this always just works really well for us. So he wanted sunglasses. We want him to get them too for our trip. So we went this day to order them. And then we did go to Walmart. We needed to pick up a couple things. Like my son got a new desk recently, and so we picked him up a new chair. And my daughter needed a shirt that was all black for her choir concert later that week. And it is impossible to find kids' clothes that is a solid color. Like, I don't know, maybe it's better where you guys live, but for me, it is near impossible. We don't have a lot of clothing stores where I am from. We basically like have Walmart and Superstore. That is our only two options unless we go to the city, which is like 2 hours away. So it's a long way to go to get a plain black shirt. And now I could have ordered online. I totally could have, but I ran out of time because I needed it for, I think, Thursday or Tuesday, maybe even. So, yeah, maybe it is Tuesday. So I did definitely run out of time. And then I did puzzle that evening, and then I watched The Ultimatum. It's just a trashy show if you like trash TV on Netflix. And then we did watch Hell's Kitchen, and we went in the hot tub this evening. We are often behind on our TV shows because I do taekwondo on Thursdays. And so we often watch Hell's Kitchen a different day. And then usually like Kitchen Nightmares and Hell's Kitchen are our only two shows on right now. And so we'll usually watch those different days because I usually have taekwondo on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So you'll see they're not usually on the days that they come out. Okay, this is where I realized that I totally messed up for my full box. I was trying to judge how much space I was going to have, and then I was like, oh yeah, I'll just move this bottom full box over, no problem. And then I was like, oh wait, it's a double scene. I can't do that. So then I put it back, and then I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I was telling my husband, I'm like, oh, I'm so annoyed because I've done this before. Why do I keep doing this? He was sitting on the couch next to me, and I was like, so annoyed. So I just pulled over my reusable sticker book, put all of the stickers down, moved over that full box, and then put them back. But we'll start with the plans on Tuesday. So Tuesday I was working at home again, so I used a little squidge sticker to mark work. And then my kids had piano this day, so I took them to their piano lessons, and then we went and got Tim Hortons, and I used a little Once More with or Coffee Monsters Co. sticker to mark that. And then because I had a little bit of extra time, I did do a few more errands. I went and picked up some puzzles from my grandma. She had a bunch more puzzles for me to pick up, so we went and picked up those. And then we did go to the library. I wanted to pick up a book for my son, so I went and did that. Then this day I did all of my laundry, and I was able to finish a book and start a book. So I ended up finishing the book Hexed. That was my audiobook that I was currently working on. And then I started a new audiobook, which was Mother Knows Best. This is in the Villains series, and I just honestly love them so much. They are so good. It's basically the backstories of how all the villains became villains. And it's very YA, but I just love the stories. So I've just been loving this series. Also, the books themselves are just gorgeous. So they're definitely a book series that I would love to collect because I don't usually buy physical books. And this is a series that I would definitely reread and also would love to own. Then this day, my son went to Taekwondo by himself because we went to my daughter's choir concert. She goes to choir during her lunch breaks, 1 or 2 days a week. I'm not really sure. And then a whole bunch of them just practice. So there was a couple different schools all getting together and just did a choir concert. So that was really cute, and we got to go and watch her. So I just used a little Prairie Girl emotion to mark that. Yeah, it was really, really cute. I would love to know what you guys are reading. Let me know in the comments down below. I've definitely been in the reading mood this year, and I would love to know what you guys are reading. I usually have an audio and a physical book on the go at the moment, and that's just been really working out well for me. On Wednesday, I worked at one of the school libraries, so I just used a half box and then a Prairie Girl reading sticker to mark that. And then in the evening, I did go through all the puzzles. So my grandma gave me a ton of puzzles from the thrift shop. So if you don't know, I do the puzzles for the thrift shop. I complete them, and then I write them. I write a note on each box saying if they are complete or if they're missing pieces, and then they are able to sell them. So we make sure that they are done. And so she gave me two huge bags full of puzzles, and so I like to go through them because sometimes you get things that are not so great. Like sometimes they have really bad smells, sometimes they are full of hair and stuff like that. So sometimes they can get kind of gross. So those ones we don't resell. So I go through them. I also kind of see like the quality, the difficulty of the pieces themselves, because sometimes that will determine whether or not I do it quickly or not. So I went through them. I found some very interesting things. Like one was like a 10-pack box, and it was honestly just somebody's donations. There was no puzzles in there at all. It was like clothes and decor and stuff like that. They had obviously just used the box. And so that was funny to me. And then another one was a 3D puzzle, but it was super heavy. And I was like, what is in here? So I opened it up, and it was full of Pokemon cards. Like, my kids were so excited, and I was like, we can't just keep these because somebody donated them. So they're hoping that they can still buy them because they were so excited to have a box full of Pokemon cards. Then I did do my groceries this day. I did finish the book, The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic. That was my physical book for the time. Super, super cute magical realism book. I loved it. So if you just like a cozy, like witchy type book, that one is really good. And then I did puzzle. We watched Kitchen Nightmares and Game of Thrones. Okay, moving over to the second half of the week. I worked at home this day, so I used a Prairie Shop Girl to mark that. And then I did start One Piece, the first one, volume 1. Now, I have been wanting to get into more graphic novels or manga as well as anime. So I have been asking people like where to start, what to look for. And honestly, I think it was a year or two ago, I watched the live action One Piece and fell in love. And so I know I wanted to watch or to read the books and to watch the anime. I know I started with like the biggest one out there possible. Like, it's just insane how big it is. But I was like, hey, if I'm going to start, I might as well just have like a really big series. So if you have any more recommendations, let me know in the comments down below. But that is definitely where I'm starting. And then I did design in the evening because we were going to have our anniversary bundle released on Friday. Then I did go to Taekwondo, and then I came home and did some planning, and we watched Game of Thrones, and then I went in the hot tub this evening. Very, 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 like, I feel like this week has been very productive and very, like, accomplishing. Was very happy. Next week is not so much. You're gonna see that it kind of just falls off the rails. But this week was great, so that's a plus. And the stickers that I am using are all from my shop, except for that plan sticker is from Once More with Love. She's got a cute little bow in her hair as she's like looking over her planner. I just think it's so, so cute. So then moving over to Friday, I also worked at home, so I'm using another Once More with Love sticker to mark that. And then we had an insane blizzard. Now that sticker is from Millie Papery Co. When I am talking insane blizzard, I am talking cannot see in town. It was honestly a complete whiteout. Crazily enough, my school division decided that there was still going to be school. All the other school divisions closed down, but mine decided to stay open. They announced that country kids were just not going to have buses, so they were able to stay home. But town kids were supposed to still come in, and it took me 15 minutes to drive my kids 2 blocks. I couldn't even see the school until I was in the parking lot. It was insane. There honestly should not have been school, and so many parents were picking up their kids throughout the day because they were worried about like driving themselves home and stuff like that. So it was a pretty insane day. I don't know what they were thinking. There definitely should not have been school, so hopefully they have learned from their mistakes, because I know there was quite a few people pretty upset about that, but oh well, we got them safely there and they were fine. So that I marked, as well as it was my 7-year anniversary bundle that went live. Guys, I cannot believe I have been running my sticker shop for 7 years now. Like, it does not seem that long, and it just feels like I've always done it at the same time. It just feels so amazing, and I want to thank every single one of you for following me along, whether you have just watched my YouTube videos, whether you have purchased from my shop, anything, all of your support is noticed, loved, and appreciated. So thank you all so, so, so much. That celebration sticker is from Planner Monkey Co. I don't know if that is still in her shop. It was from a really old birthday sheet that she still might have, but I don't know. Then this day I did book my shuttle transfer from our airport to our hotel and back. We wanted to make sure we had that secured, so I did that. And then I did do some voiceovers for some videos. And then we went and hung out with some friends of ours. So I used a Planner Mania sticker to hang out with our friends. And then we played the game Azul. Now, I totally forgot to write the name of the game because I forgot how to spell it. So I wrote play. We played the game Azul. It's like a tile laying game, and it's really, really, really fun. So if you like low strategy, quick type games, this one's probably not super quick, but it is really fun. So it's not high strategy game. On Saturday, unfortunately, my son woke up sick. He was very sick. And I have never dealt with really throwing up type sick kids. My kids have never really done that. So that was a big shocker to me, and it wasn't a learning experience for sure. So he was sick. I did a lot of laundry this day. And then I did my zone cleaning for the week, which was in my daughter's room. You guys, it feels amazing to clean a kid's room, to just kind of go through everything. She is usually a collector of things, but she was getting rid of tons of stuff, so I was very proud of her. And then I knew at this point that I needed to use a full box extender. So I pulled out my full box extenders and I struggled. I don't know why. I don't know if I didn't line it up straight or what, but I just was having the hardest time. So I end up redoing it 2 or 3 times. So I'm not sure which version you're going to see in the end, but I did fix it because it just felt too crooked, and then I couldn't, there was a gap on the top. I never struggle with these. I don't know what was going on with me. Maybe I just didn't want to put my head in the camera shot, and then when you're looking over top of it, you just can't see it. So I do pull it off to the side and fix it up. I also ran out of labels for this day as well because I used so many little things for the other light green day that I did run out. So I do print more, and then you'll see that clip at the very end of the video where I go and fill in all the spaces. So I'm just going to chat about the ones that I do put in now, and then I'll chat about the ones that I put in later. So I did do some more voiceovers this day. I was trying to get a lot of Throwback Thursday videos filmed so that I can have 3 or 4 scheduled, and then I could work on the next 3 or 4 and then just kind of go from there, so that it's not every week I'm working on 2 spreads. I'm more doing bases one week, then pulling stickers one week, and then laying stickers down one week. It just kind of works better for me, and then it just feels like a smaller task as opposed to I got to get a whole spread done. It just has to be 3 bases. That doesn't take very long. So it does feel like a lot less of a daunting task for me. And then we did watch a lot of Game of Thrones this day, so I marked that. And then I did print a bunch of sticker kits for myself. I did print all of my January ones, I believe, because I wanted to lay the bases for my January spreads as well. So I did some printing for that. And then I did do some puzzling in the evening. And I watched the show Wizards Beyond Waverly Place with my daughter. She has been watching that series as it comes out. It wasn't on Disney Plus when we first started watching it, but our TV channel was airing them, but they were airing them at Fridays at 10 o'clock p.m. So she's already asleep. So we just have been recording them and then watching them on Saturdays. So that's just been a fun girls little thing that we've done together. So I did that and marked it with a little squidge sticker. And then later that evening, me and my husband played Baldur's Gate. I am terrible at this game. Like when I'm talking terrible, I'm like, do I kill this person? And he's like, no, that's me. I'm so bad at it, but I do love it, oddly enough. It's really, really fun. So if you like more Dungeons and Dragons type style game, that is what this would be. So we were playing that this day. And then I will go through all of the extra spaces as soon as you'll see at the end of the video where I print more of those labels. On Sunday, I slept in this day. I cannot even remember the last time I slept until 9:30, you guys. Like 9:30. I think because my son was so sick, he slept in and we slept in. It was just insane. I couldn't believe it. So I marked a Prairie Girl with that. And then I did catch up on my daily planner. I was working so much on my memory planners that I needed to catch up on my daily planner. And then I did do some puzzling this day. I did film some more videos. See, look at me on top of things this year. So proud of myself. And then I got to spend a whole afternoon with HP support because my lovely foil printer was not working. Guys, when I'm talking about foil, I am just honestly so upset about it. It's been one issue after the next. If it's not my paper, it's my printer. It's just been a nightmare. I think, crossing all my fingers, I probably jinxed it already, that I got things under control now, so I'm really hoping. But it's just been no fun the last little while. So I did spend a lot of time with HP support. And then we did do a ton of baking this day. We baked 2 batches of pumpkin oatmeal muffins. They're really good for breakfast because they don't really have a whole lot of sugar in them. They're just like a nice hearty breakfast muffin. We made a batch of chocolate chip muffins, and then we made 2 batches of peanut butter cookies. My kids were just like super helpful. We just cranked it out. They kept making the doughs while I was making sure everything was going in the oven. We were just like, we just cranked out a whole bunch of baking, which is really, really nice for lunches, for at home and stuff like that. And it's a lot cheaper than buying snacks. So we did that this day, and that is from Millie Paperico. And then I did plan out my whole rest of the week, or my next week, sorry. And then I did watch Game of Thrones with my husband this evening. So that is my week. I'm going to flip you over now to my sidebar. And I just printed a picture from the video I took of my daughter at her little choir concert. She's so cute sitting there. You can barely see her in that lineup. But it was just so cute to watch her and see her enthusiasm as she was singing. So I'm definitely so excited to have that in my planner. And then I'm just filling in the space with 2 of my Simply Gilded washies. And I think I lined them up really perfect. And yeah, so how I measure my photo, sorry, I was like lost the word, is I take my extra full box, I put it to the back, and then I just cut the line. It works really, really well. So if you're wondering how I cut them, I was too lazy to go to my big paper cutter and to cut it properly. I just lined up a full box on the back because the back is removable and sticky. I was able to just do that, and then the backing just comes off anyways. So that worked out really well. All right, so I'm just going to cut this washi, and then you're going to see me like do a little jump to the end of the spread to fix up Saturday. All right, so let's just move right into Saturday and all of the extra labels that I needed to put in. So the first label that I put in is that I went to Staples. Originally, I went and got a new cartridge for my foil printer because I thought maybe that was the issue. So I did go to Staples to get that. And then I did mark that I had the printer issue because it started this day, like it started a week prior. I thought I had fixed it with the new paper. It was not working, so I thought it was the printer, so I went and got a new cartridge, and that's why I spent the whole next day with HP support. It's just been a wild ride. And then I had this awesome green washi to fill in that little gap. And then I did mark that I watched Hell's Kitchen this day. And I put in that I puzzled in the evening. So nothing wild and crazy, but it feels good to actually like fill in those spreads because normally I would just leave them and have them done for another day, which I've been trying to not do in this planner. I'm trying to keep up with my pictures. I'm trying to keep up with all the little filling in spaces and just getting things done right away. And that just makes me feel so good because I know I have a lot of catching up to do on my other planner with just like things here and there and nothing ever seems finished. So this feels really, really good. I hope you guys enjoyed the spread and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!